Do you know what disease he has?
He's got central distributed.
Sorry?
He's got MS, right?
Yes, Stephen Hawking is one of the leading physicists in the world. He was, in fact, he's retired now. And he had this, got his disease which has paralyzed him from head to toe. And he can only move his one finger. Despite of all these obstacles, he has gone on to become one of the leading physicists, and he has spoken lectures all over the world. He travels frequently and has also gone into space a couple of years back. Another person I would name over here, my motivation in public speaking, would be W. Mitchell. He is one of the leading public speakers in the world. He also is in a wheelchair, as he had an airplane crash which took away his ability to walk. And I have always followed his quotation in life. His quotation is that it is not what happens to you, it is what you do about it. So the thing is that W. Mitchell, he always wanted to share his story with other individuals, which I have also always tried to do, try to motivate people. And he also never wanted to run away from his problems, always wanted to share them. So that's a quality which I would say I have acquired from W. Mitchell, and I try to do what he does. Now I will talk here about the Toastmasters Club. It is a club which improves your public speaking and communication skills, and it has improved my public speaking by leaps and bounds. Over there, everyone in the club gets a chance to speak, and if you are interested in improving your public speaking, I would recommend you to join the club. W. Mitchell, whose example I gave to you, is also a member of the Toastmasters Club, and I got his video from the Karachi Toastmasters. And the speech which I saw of W. Mitchell, it totally mesmerized me. It was a total, very dynamic speech, and I've always tried to follow his slogan, which I told you. Now I'll come to the three qualities which I earlier spoke about. First one is never giving up in life. Never giving up in life. As I told you that I have followed sports right from the beginning. My life would be totally colorless without sports. And the two leading role models of mine also come from the field of sports. First one is Imran Khan. He's, as you all know, is a politician now. He was my first role model when he started playing cricket. And the second one is a very famous legend, Roger Federer from tennis. But first, speaking of Imran and his never giving up qualities, there are, I would say that two things which he went on to do, which have totally describe this quality of never giving up in life. First is his winning the World Cup for Pakistan, and the second is is making the first ever cancer hospital in Pakistan. Those two achievements, they totally illustrate this quality of his of never giving up in life. Roger Federer, as we, can anyone tell me about Roger Federer?
He's the most Grand Slams.
Do you like him?
I like him, but I prefer Djokovic.
Today I saw an interview of him in which he said he might come to Pakistan soon. So let's hope that happens. Well, Roger Federer, as you all know, he's won 16 Grand Slams, which is the highest number by anyone. And his determination and his aggression in his matches, his total focus on his matches and coming back from the dead to win matches illustrates his quality of never giving up. The point I will make here is of swimming over here. I was a point a few years back when I was able to do 15 to 20 laps at a time without any hindrance or any problem. Recently it happened that I was finding it even difficult to even do a single lap at a point. So it used to annoy me a lot as to I was doing 15-20 laps at one point, and here I was struggling to even complete a single lap. So I continued my struggle, my quest to do this, because I always have this quality of never giving up, which I have acquired from my role models. And eventually I did succeed in doing a lap. And nowadays I'm able to do around 10 laps without any problem. So this again shows importance, illustrates the importance of never giving up in life. Second one is having total belief in my abilities. And the second quality is having total belief in abilities. Over here I would say that when I went into a wheelchair, I've always wanted to be the same person I was before. I wanted to remain as active and mobile as I could, and always have never wanted to just sit at home idle, do nothing about it, because I totally am not a person who believes in doing nothing. So this swimming, I have always wanted to swim when I went into a wheelchair. Although I knew it would be difficult for me, because a lot of people, they tend to get surprised when they hear that I am able to swim without any problem. But it is because swimming has been my passion. It has been a part of my life, and I've always, it's very important for me to swim, as all my doctors in London and over here, they've also told me that it is very good for me, for my losing weight also and keeping active. So those are the qualities, I would say, which has enabled me to swim regularly. And a good swim always makes me very satisfied. And when I see myself being able to swim, and when I see non-handicapped people who are unable to swim. It makes me very satisfied. Thirdly, I said the most important point over here is having faith in God. That is a point which has helped me tremendously over the years. And whenever I go out to do something important in life, like I go for a meeting, or I go to give a talk, or I go to do swimming or whatever, I've always prayed to God for my success, and He always has rewarded me on numerous occasions. And we know that God has His own way of compensating things, and it is my communication with God which has always helped me look at the bright side and always have a positive mindset in life. Before I show my presentation, I will conclude on saying. The saying is that the difference between impossible and possible lies in the person's determination.